It's Ken Harbaugh. Ben Shapiro just added himself to the list of right-wing extremists calling our military too woke. Here he is.
The people who tend to fight wars are typically very patriotic, very male people. I mean, I'm sorry to break it to you, but this has been the truth about military warfare for literally all of human history. And the institution of traditional masculinity has been core to that idea. But we're a society that doesn't believe in traditional masculinity. Traditional masculinity is an opponent because traditional masculinity requires roles. It says that men are supposed to protect, men are supposed to defend, men are supposed to be strong, men are supposed to be fathers and husbands. These are apparently very bad things now.
The fact is, the U.S. military today is the most capable fighting force in the history of the world. That is because of our diversity, not in spite of it. The modern battlefield requires adaptation and creative thinking. I'm not being theoretical. Look at the difference right now between the performance of the massive Russian military and the smaller but more nimble, more integrated, more innovative Ukrainian military. Which one is winning? And yet Russia's army is the one that Ted Cruz would have us emulate. These clowns have no idea what it takes to fight and win an actual war. It's bad enough when they offer their idiotic opinions on Twitter or behind a microphone, but some have the gall to do it in the face of those who've actually put their lives on the line to defend the country. Case in point, Matt Gaetz.
Do you accept? You know, it's again, this is the most capable, the most combat credible force in the world. It has been, and it will be so going forward.
Not if we continue down this path.
To do that.
Not if we embrace socialism.
The fact that you're embarrassed by your country. By
no. I'm embarrassed by your leadership.
I'm sorry for
I am not embarrassed for my country. I wish we were not losing to China.
It's
I
what
wish
you're
we
saying.
were. You know what? That is so disgraceful.
All of this would be laughable if Republican voters weren't actually falling for it. If any of you are watching, please stop listening to people like Ted Cruz and Matt Gaetz, who at best have no idea what they're talking about, and at worst know that they're lying but want desperately to be part of the latest news cycle. And to the Ben Shapiro followers out there, do not take tips on masculinity from that guy. I think the best response yet was this one from Amy McGrath, who flew 89 combat missions in the Middle East and was on the flight line on 9/11 in a fully armed F-18, ready to defend the West Coast in case of another attack. To Ben Shapiro, Ted Cruz, Matt Gaetz, Josh Hawley, and the long list of MAGA Republicans who think our military is soft, you wouldn't last a day in boot camp, and you know it. Which is why you never joined and have spent your entire adult life sniping from the sidelines.
This November is Rowvember. Midas Touch just released its brand new collection of Rowvember t-shirts and pins to let the country know what's at stake this upcoming midterm election. Go to store.MeidasTouch.com to grab yours. That's store.MeidasTouch.com.